Hi guys! Good morning! Kumusta po kayong lahat? And welcome back to my new video. It's 5 o'clock AM na dito sa Sydney, Australia guys. At maaga kaming nagising kasi pupunta kami sa Blue Mountains. So, ang Blue Mountains pala guys the Blue Mountains is a rugged region west of Sydney in Australia's New South Wales. Known for dramatic scenery, it encompasses steep cliffs, eucalyptus forest, waterfalls, and villages dotted with guest houses, galleries, and gardens. Katoomba, a major town in the area, borders Blue Mountains National Park and its bush walking trails. Echo Point affords view of the storied Three Sisters sandstone rock formation. So yun pala ang sabi ni Google guys. So parang napakaganda ng Blue Mountains. At doon kami pupunta today. Ang duration ng trip guys is 10 hours. So isang bus yan, hindi lang kami ang tourist sa loob ng isang bus. Parang marami at para yung bus driver is para yung tourist guide na rin namin. So let's go guys.
Reeds. We can see some of the beautiful sandstone buildings in these areas here in Sydney. All the sandstone was quarried here in the city area, and that probably needs to be replaced every 50 years at least, because they do keep on wearing down. Streets are nice and clean. We do have people that do pressure washing during the evenings while we all sleep, and they throw all the rubbish onto the streets, and the street sweepers come through and clean it up. So they really do encourage people not to throw their rubbish, and especially on the gutter areas, as we keep on teaching our children. And these goes into the rivers that flow into the oceans, that could end up in the belly of the fish, and we don't want that. We want to clean up Australia, as we do say here in Australia. Sydney also is built around the world's largest natural harbour. Not too sure if you knew that. We have around about 5 million in Sydney. Now that's not just in the city. Sydney, geographically speaking, is one of the largest cities in the world. It stretches out very far out towards the west, north and south. I'll show you the border of Sydney a little bit later on this morning when we're crossing over a river called the Nepean River, and that's just at the foot of the mountains, the Blue Mountains, which we are discovering today. The Blue Mountains is all heritage listed as well, and it's around about the size of the country Lebanon, 4 times the size of Hong Kong. If anyone's been to the Grand Canyon National Park, it's about twice the size. It's very large. We're going to be looking at around about 2 to 3% of it today. This is the retail section of the city here. As you can see, Hermes and Dior and Valentino's, all the high-end designer labels. These areas are mysteriously closed when I enter the city with my wife. Roadworks, construction, all sorts of different excuses not to go down these roads here. Gucci on the right hand side, Prada, you see what I mean. David Jones is our old department store. It's been around for about 120 years. It can be compared to the Harrods, maybe the Macy's of the world. Quite famous for their window dressing, actually. We would come into the city. I was born in Sydney a few moons ago, and we would come into the city, for example, to see the Christmas windows with all the animatronics and the lovely designs that they would do. I ended up being a window dresser when I left school myself. On the right hand side here, we're going to be going down towards the other side of the retail precinct of the city. We have got the Pitt Street Mall. Yes, my wife's allowed to go here. But this area here does connect to all sorts of other little shopping plazas, and we can go underground as well in these areas. And we're just very close to the Queen Victoria building. The Queen Victoria building used to be our first marketplace. It's been beautifully refurbished. There's a little bit of action here at the State Theatre. This is our oldest theatre in Sydney, here on the left hand side, and beautiful cafe, the parlour. It's got a very Gatsby feel to it. Right in front we have George Street. We can see the light rail just going across there right now. It's quite a new transport. And here in Sydney, we like to use our credit cards to do the transport because the government gives you a discount of about 12%, 15% to use a credit card. Then we don't have to produce paper, and then we can retain some more habitat, especially for the koalas that they're in a bit of trouble. Okay, this is the Queen Victoria building on the left hand side. Beautiful building, 3 stories up the top, really nice for high tea. If anybody likes their high tea, we have some beautiful opulent rooms up on the 3rd floor, the top floor. Really specialises on their high tea. And we're just next to Town Hall is off to the left hand side, and just straight down the front, some of the most I love this part of the city. This is a bit more like the entertainment area of the city. You have the Maritime Museum, Aquarium, there's a small zoo there, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. What lovely restaurants, bars, bakeries, ice creameries. It's a great little section of the city. This is called Darling Harbour, right in front. And there is a new section that they keep on, they're building down towards the main harbour, which is called Barangaroo. Barangaroo is a Aboriginal name, the name of a famous Aboriginal person named Bennelong, the first Aboriginal person that did travel to England. Barangaroo was his eldest wife. This is Darling Harbour, Maritime Museum just across the water with the white roof. You have the lovely 5-star hotel, the W. Got a pretty good restaurant there called In Between. We have Chinatown to the left hand side here, Chinese gardens, lovely Asian cuisine on the left hand side as well, and the Southern Hemisphere's largest screen in IMAX just underneath the W Hotel. On either side of this bridge here we have the entertainment centres as well. Off to the right hand side you'll see some glimpses of Darling Harbour. There we go. And those lights behind us is going to be the last lights that we are going to encounter before we get to the Blue Mountains. It's a straight run over another bridge called the Anzac Bridge into a tunnel, and we pop out at Sydney Olympic Park on the motorway. The motorway is called the M4 at that stage. Have we got any seafood lovers on board? If we do, we have one of the world's largest seafood markets. It's the Sydney seafood markets here on the left hand side, the fish markets. They are building a new section of the fish markets. When they do finish that, that will be the world's largest fish market. It's just off to the left hand side. Right there, you can see it now. There we go. There's the Sydney fish markets. It's got restaurants in there, takeaways. You have obviously the raw foods as well. And the new section is just there on the left hand side. They do have the produce from the Australian waters and some from New Zealand waters. Talking about New Zealand, this is Anzac Bridge. That means Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. You may hear that word being used a little bit here in Australia. And this was also built by our New Zealand friends. They're our friends across the pond, we say here, or across the ditch. And if anyone's interested in the old Sydney Harbour Bridge, it's off to the right hand side up the bay. You'll see some, should be appearing now, there you go. We call that the coat hanger. It appears like a coat hanger. On the left hand side we have one of the boat parking stations, as we say. They do dock there. And in that big shed there, the smaller boats are stacked on top of each other. Multiple stories. That's the Sydney Boathouse. Okay, so we're about to head into a tunnel. It's 12 kilometres long. It's a long tunnel, but it gets us out of the city and saves us about half an hour. I'm going to keep my eye on the speed. There's a few speed cameras in here, but the names of the inner city suburbs are on the wall of the tunnel. We'll be out on the other side in a few minutes' time. We shall pop out at Sydney Olympic Park. I would like to take this opportunity to also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and the elders of the past, present and future. This particular land was called Gurrugul land that we are travelling through, and we shall be somewhere close to the Darug land. Australia was made up by 400 different countries or nations. This is what made up Australia, and not under one uniform language or different languages. Around about 17 languages have been preserved. Actually, Aboriginal peoples have also had variations of blonde hair and green eyes, amongst obviously the brown hair and brown eyes, but it's a nice variation, and we can have a bit more of a talk in regards with the culture a little bit later on. I'll put on some music and we'll have a little bit of a chat down the track.
It's beautiful.
That was like the whole purpose of the trip. Let's come down after this.
Because about 1,000 metres above sea level, that's where the clouds are dwelling, hanging out, in and out, get blown away by the wind. And this particular valley is also quite popular for climbing. They do allow for climbing on this particular cliff faces of this valley. And it's around about 80 kilometres to the other side of the valley. That's 80 kilometres. Look at the big expanses here up on the left hand side. I'll just park the vehicle here. Let's go down and discover Cahill's Lookout and Megalong Valley just to the left hand side. Feel free if you want to leave anything on board.
Beautiful mountain.
This rock formation is called Ball's Head Lookout. That rock formation, they say, it's got the shape of an animal. I'm not too sure if you can use your imagination and see what kind of an animal does that
It's a
particular
lion.
rock face look like.
Look like a dingo. I don't know.
Some people say that that rock formation, it looks like the head of a baboon. They call it Ball's Head, like it's a pig's head. So there's a different imagination there. There's certainly
What do you think, Alice?
with the open
That one.
spaces there and
The rock
cloud.
formation over there.
I think it looks like some sort of, I don't know, they kind of look like a dingo with the ears down.
Yeah, looks like, no?
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
I can throw it down.
Oh my god! Scary.
Very steep actually.
Very steep. Oh my god. Oh, I'm scared. Oh wow. scary. You know me, I don't like rides.
Yeah.
My name is still Ethan, same as last time. We are now heading backwards, back up the scenic road. Hold on to your loose and valuable items. This is the world's steepest railway backwards.
Anyone else?
Oh my god.
This is steep, man. It's very steep. It's not very steep.
Cannot breathe.
Shortly, we are going to swim through these pillars with the LC 220 meters down below. There we go.
È tranquillo. Mia mamma, io ero piccolo, we would walk over to the rural castle. 6 hours. We would walk with my family.
Left hand side,
Make a
you can
picture.
see the tree. On the right hand side, you see the lanes of clay. Of course, the tree lines either side. The water goes through the center, so it says clay lines and clay lines. So
Oh, there's people living here.
trees are able to go on.
There's one house over there. Oh, is that the house?
It's Pino.
Oh.
Oh, that's where we were earlier.
Oh.
We went down. Remember? The station where we went
We're
down.
passing this mountain.
The Society of the Snow is the new society. They grow together, hugging each other. Let's see if we can find them on the ground. On the ground is where it likes to scratch around, looking for food.
It's nice. Light, no?
Oil that's released from that gets evaporated into the atmosphere and it mixes up with dust. And then when the light hits it, it's like a haze. And that haze makes it appear like wood.
Oh, wow. The light, amore. Put on the ground. But I don't think they take tourists in the
We got lucky. Today's the first day
Ah,
of seeing this. Actually, I haven't seen it before yet. And the music's nice. I didn't have any
Yeah.
music either. So it's
very,
just like through.
how to say that?
Look at this.
The music is really nice.
It's very beautiful, Katoomba.
So we came at a really good day, we said.
Yeah.
I also like the very beautiful tall cliffs. See the watermark that's coming down the side there as well. And these cliffs were always compacted sand, so the water destroys them, and then soil gets in between, and then plants start to grow, like carnivorous plants. We've got carnivorous plants up on these cliffs here. Yes. Sassafras lily pilly. Lily pilly produces a little black fruit. Looks a little bit like a blueberry, something similar. And it is edible. Yeah. Sassafras, also known as the kissing tree because it grows together.
Oh.
Put that one right there. See how intertwined?
Oh, wow.
ね、幸せな木ですね。
Yeah, so over here we've got the quoll, and it's a carnivorous marsupial, I do believe. Are they nearly extinct, Dave, or
No, our numbers are up.
they're up now?
So for my group, this is Mirrigan in the Dreamtime.
Mirrigan.
The quoll, if you lived in the Blue Mountains and had chickens, you'd know them because they come next to my house. They eat people's chickens. So when I have Blue Mountain school groups, they go, that's the animal that ate my chicken.
Wow.
They are not in choirs because when you camp, they don't sound as nice as this. They go, "Roar." That's the sound you hear in the valley.
Really?
Is the quoll. Yes.
quoll.
Mirrigan the quoll. They are meat eaters, but only little things like mice
Mice.
and
But
chickens, not
they
us.
can take out a chicken.
They bite. Where's that child? The child can't see me.
Yeah.
They bite this part.
Oh, right.
Yes. See, crew, culturally safe. My boys get back there, they were scarred, but everybody else over there was safe.
Oh wow, look the fog. No, the smoke. Rough tree fern. Oh, wow.
Population was 60,000, 1/3. Wipe out that there. What happens to the slow growing trees? They get beaten by the fast growing trees and they won't be able to grow. So people say, oh yeah, we're going to re-establish forests and stuff. But the old growth forests are very important to maintain because we've got trees here in Australia that are 3,500 years old. With hue and pine. You're the second tallest tree in the world. It's a swamp down in Tasmania.
It's a coal mine, Alice. Still have coal, huh?
Coal. So you can see the coal. If you did touch it, your fingers are going to go black, but you're welcome to do it.
Coal from the mine, yeah?
Keep going, just staying over.
So the burner fire sucks in air and helps to put air into the tunnels, the mining tunnels.
train comes to a stop, doors going to open up over on their left-hand side. Make your way up those stairs, get in those bands, and you'll find something on the right. That's a retail floor and access.
Is everyone ready to go? No? No one's ready? Is everyone ready to go? Yeah. This is the highest cable car in Australia. I'm going to take you about 370 metres across the valley floor, and at our highest point we're going to be 270 metres above the valley. Here we go. Now for those of you standing on the middle panel, I want you to have a look down right about now, because you have 360-degree views all the way around. You actually can't miss out, regardless of where you look. It is all stunning. Second to it is roughly 220 metres high, and if you look all the way down,